Pickin Chicken and the Halloween Witch by Neal Deer, illustrated by Kemp and Oscar Rodriguez. Now that is really scary. You think so, Roscoe? The Pickin Chicken grinned at Clarice Chipmunk. If I met someone like that behind the barn late at night, my legs would be running like crazy, he said. Good, 'cause I want to scare them on this Halloween, Clarice declared. Halloween was just 3 days away, and all the other animals on the McDonald farm were busy trying on their costumes and looking forward to trick-or-treating. But not Roscoe Rooster. He decided to just sit back and relax, practicing his ketchup bottle guitar and waiting for the big costume party at midnight after the others came back with their goodies on Halloween. Later, as he was just about to doze off to sleep that night, he heard a strange sound outside the barn. It was like something screeching loudly. "What was that?" demanded Benny Beak. Roscoe just shrugged and went back to sleep. But not everyone slept the rest of that night. The weird sounds were the talk of the barnyard the next day, and no one seemed to know what had caused the screeching. Then, for a second night, the animals heard noises outside. This time they seemed to be even closer to the barn than the night before. There were screeches and screams all night long. "There's something really scary out there," Diane Duck declared the next morning. "I'm not going trick-or-treating tomorrow night with a monster in the barnyard." "Me either," said Clarice Chipmunk, nodding. The other animals quickly agreed. But Roscoe Rooster wasn't sure there was a monster on the loose, so he decided to check things out that night. He hid near the barn behind the big shade tree. Soon after dark, he saw a shadow moving toward the barn. Quickly, he jumped into the path of the dark figure. "Gertha, the witch!" he shouted as she stood facing him. "I thought it was you all along. Why are you doing this?" She made an evil snarl and came toward Roscoe, but she sat down on one of the tree's huge roots. "'Cause I never get invited to your parties. I'm all alone in that big old house. No one cares about me." Roscoe murmured. Then he swung his guitar around and began playing "You've Got a Friend." "Really?" Gertha inquired when he had finished. "You mean that, Roscoe? Then why don't you and your other animals invite me to your parties?" "We didn't know you wanted to come, Gertha, but we'd love to have you as our guest of honor at our Halloween bash tomorrow night." "Wow, thank you, Roscoe," she screeched, waving goodbye as she climbed onto her broomstick. "I've got to get ready. Be sure to tell your friends to enjoy their trick-or-treating tomorrow night, because there won't be any monsters in the barnyard to scare them." Thanks for listening, and please subscribe and like for more daily stories.